The voice, William Michael Paul.
On August 16th, 1990, I was skydiving in Paso Robles, California. That should have been the last day of my life. I had a Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters in our kids. On the third skydive of the day, my friend Bones and I decided that we would jump from 14,000 feet out of a Cessna 160 to do a few barrel rolls across the sky. The door on the Cessna 160 is very small. For both of us to go out at the same time, I had to hang out the plane, hold on the lip of the door with all my might. It is difficult because the air is so thin at 14,000 feet and ice crystals are peppering your face. At the count of 3, Bones would grab my waist and we would tumble out to crap. 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah! We stabilized. We docked up immediately. We threw our head back, threw our knees up in our chest, and we tumbled across the sky. I was having the time of my life. We stabilized again, docked up, head back, knees up, bam! I got kicked in the face. I saw stars. I was spinning out of control like a top. When you're out of control and you're falling 130 miles an hour, it's all you can do not to pass out because the G-forces are so powerful. Immediately I went into a delta dive. As I put my hands on my side, my head down, and my toes down, to get out of the spin. Basically I ended up being Iron Man, soaring across the sky. As soon as I stabilized, my friend Bones came up, put his fist in my face, which is the international signal to pull your ripcord. I reached down to pull it. There was no ripcord. Immediately flipped on my back. Oh, it's caught under my comfort strap. I tugged, and I tugged, and I tugged. And I looked over to my left, and I could read license plates. Jesus help me. I reached for my reserve. Pow! The chute deployed at tree level height. I tumbled around like a rag doll for 40 or 50 yards, and I ended on my back in a ravine. So peaceful and quiet. I knew I was dead. Then I heard the twirling of angel wings coming to take me home. I looked up. It was 2 California Highway Patrol helicopters hovering over me to check out the situation. I slowly got up. I revealed my gift of life to let them know I was a survivor. After the helicopters flew away, I cried out to the heavens, God, why did you spare my life? It haunted me for years why my life was spared from that free fall. I read every book I could get my hands on about people that heard the voice after their near-death experience. Years later, my wife wanted to visit her relatives in Ireland. In Dublin, I shared the story about my near-death experience with her cousins. They suggested perhaps if I went to Blarney Castle and kissed the stone, I could receive my answers, the mysteries why I survived. When my wife and I got to the top of the castle, we were greeted by a guardian. She looked like an angel with red hair. When the sun glistened off it, it exploded like fire. I sat on the edge of the castle. My guardian flipped me outside the wall of the castle. I pressed my lips to the stone. She flipped me back up. And she said, "Would you to be a surgeon here?" I told her the story about the gift and the voice. She said, aye, 'tis your lucky charm, the voice being coming soon. My wife and I looked at each other. I looked back, the guardian angel had vanished. After I returned back to the States, a friend of mine asked me to attend a Toastmasters meeting. I declined. In fact, I declined every month for 10 months. It's not interesting. Finally, I said yes. At the end of the meeting, the president asked me to stand up and share a few words. I got up and shared the story about my near-death experience. When I sat down, I heard the voice. William, this is it. This is where you receive all your blessings. Toastmasters will live in your heart forever. Is that a Toastmaster?